You want to die.
The book I chose was American Sniper by Chris Kyle, copyrighted in 2012, published by HarperCollins Publishing. I chose this book because after seeing the movie, I was very interested in Chris Kyle and his story. The book does an amazing job putting the war into perspective, as well as showing you what life back home for his wife and children was like. Chris was known as America's most lethal sniper, and with 160 confirmed kills and 255 claimed kills, he truly was one to fear. Aside from his life as a Navy SEAL, he was more importantly an exceptional father and husband. The book really helps you understand the hardships and rewards that come along with being a Navy SEAL. He demonstrates how being a SEAL changed his life and made him realize how thankful he was to have the freedoms we do. I really enjoyed this book. It read very fluently and it kept my attention throughout the book. I finished really quickly because the book is presented in not only chapters but sections within the chapters. His life was really exciting and I never got bored at any point in the book. The author does a really good job of painting a picture and displaying what the war was really like. At times I felt like I was right there with Chris in battle. The book reads like a journal, and as I read, I found myself growing closer and closer to Chris as I really began to understand his story and what he was really like. The information in this book is extremely relevant to today's society. Right now, soldiers are overseas dying for our freedoms. This book really gives you an inside look at these men and women and how truly dedicated they are and how caring and generous they are. This book really made me realize how thankful I am to have people who are willing to die for my safety. The text is not only relevant to our country, but to our world. As I read, I began to understand what's really going on overseas and why I should be thankful. These men and women leave their families for months at a time to fight for us. I can hardly stand when my mom goes out of town for a weekend, so I really can't imagine what it's like being the wife of a Navy SEAL. Their bravery and respect for our country blows me away. I'm honestly astonished by how selfless they are. In today's society, people really take for granted what these people do for us. I hope one day America will become more appreciative of our soldiers and our freedoms. I think the Board of Education should place this book in the library because it exhibits strong personal qualities. Chris carries himself with a strong work ethic and he takes pride in his job in defending his country. He contributes to not only the well-being of his community, but his country. He also advocates for not only himself, but for America. This book really focuses on Chris maintaining his wellness and balancing his career and home life, and eventually choosing his health and freedom and family over the war. I think this book would be a wonderful addition to our library. Despite what people may think, the book is actually extremely educational. The book teaches readers all about the military and how things run and what it really takes to be a Navy SEAL. Any student who would want to or is interested in joining the military could really benefit from reading this book. He not only teaches students about the military and how things run, but he also teaches really important life lessons, like selflessness, being grateful, and truly dedicating yourself to your country. He sacrifices himself every day to protect our freedoms. This book really makes readers feel grateful and thankful to have a Navy SEAL and men and women who defend our country. I think readers of all ages could benefit from reading this book. Not only is it about Chris Kyle and his story, but it's all about the military and what it takes to dedicate yourself to your country. It's really inspiring knowing that we have such brave men and women that are willing to put their lives on the line just to defend our country and our freedoms.
Come on. Been around the world twice, talked to everyone once.
There ain't nothing I can't do, no sky too high, no sea too rough. Learned a lot of lessons in my life. Never shoot a large caliber man with a small caliber bullet. Anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation's for cowards. I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, I'm a UDT Navy SEAL diver.